When people get scared, there's chaos in the market. And when there's chaos, there's opportunity. Hi, this is Todd from Success in Real Estate. Now I want to talk with you about this market, where it's headed, how we got here, and what it means for all of us in real estate. Look, I've been talking to lots of agents lately, and it's clear that there are some challenges with today's market, and there's a lot of concern about where everything is headed. I've been in real estate for a long time. I've had my license for 31 years, and I've been training and coaching real estate agents as a broker owner for the last 19 years. But let me say this, things are going to get real, and that's an exciting thing. Obviously, the concerns are rising about interest rates, inflation, and the recession that we're really already in. The stock market's officially in a bear market. Inflation is the highest it's been in 40 years. There's a war in Ukraine, and gas prices are now up like 48%. Speaking of interest rates, in the last year they've doubled. I know a lot of experienced agents that keep reminding us all that they were like 18% in their early days and that 6% is really nothing. And historically speaking, they're right, it is still really good. But for 70% of the realtors in the business, including me, we can't really relate. Our reality is that it was 3% and now it's gone to 6%, and that's double. That's a huge change, and I'm sure you're starting to see the effects of it all already. The agents in the market that I've spoken with are noticing more homes on the market, fewer offers, longer listing times. We've seen inventory increase for 3 months now in all the markets that we track. This will continue as buyers leave the market and units are going to decline. So that's just going to happen. And some of the market dynamics that we've already had to deal with are going to change. And the quicker that you accept and understand that, the sooner you'll be able to have a positive response to this shifting market. How much concern should you really have? Well, in my opinion, this is really a natural adjustment. The real estate market could not stay as overheated as it was. Some may argue that the Feds waited too long to raise rates, and they probably did. Now, we are going to have a market adjustment, and that's just the law of supply and demand, and it's how it works. But when all of a sudden rates go up significantly, supply goes up a little bit, and all the dynamics change. Days on the market will increase. The competition for properties will decrease, and based on all the stories of crazy offers that I've heard in the last couple of years, that's probably a good thing. So, remember, this isn't like 2008, where everybody went nuts and the mortgage industry didn't have any appropriate regulations and checks and balances in place, and home values were declining. I think I saw a statistic recently. There are almost zero negative equity properties in America today, and only 3% of mortgages are defaulted on. There's more equity in American real estate right now than ever before. People with great equity in their homes, they don't get foreclosed on if they fall on hard times. They sell. They sell and take their equity and they move on. They buy a smaller house, or they rent, or they move in with their family, but they won't give up all that equity to a bank. So, no crash, but we are going to go through a recession and a market adjustment, which is totally normal. So what does all this mean for us in the real estate business? Maybe you've heard me say, or you've even heard Brian Buffini say, we're entering a professionals market. The good news is agents are going to need to up their game, and if they don't, they're going to get exposed. But the agents who are really pros, they're going to grow their business because effort, preparation, knowledge, skill, and work ethic all matter more. Luck is no longer going to be a factor. That's great. The truth is, many agents haven't had to be pros for the last several years. So, here are a few things that I think you need to be prepared to start doing to take things to a higher level. Number one, manage your seller's expectations. It's going to take longer to sell. If they have a distorted perception of the market, which they do, it's different from just 3 months ago, and it's going to change even more. Number two, prepare them to adjust their price if the market doesn't respond to their price right away. Be prepared to have these types of conversations. And do you have the dialogues and scripts that you need to do so? Number three, dial in your market analysis for your listings and for buyers. It's another skill set that's been lost on most new agents. Number four, increase your past client systems in your daily prospecting. The daily disciplines are going to matter even more. Get focused. And number five, double down on your marketing efforts. This is not the time to get quiet. All the noise that's been in the market is going to lessen, and now is the time to stand out. Now you can become even more valuable to your client community by standing out when things are uncertain and the noise lessens. The fact is, most agents aren't going to do all this. For the professionals out there, it's your time to go take market share, grow your business, and get yourself set up for a great opportunity over the next 2 to 3 years. And the silver lining in all this is agents who leave the business will be far greater than the number of transactions that taper off. So the per capita transactions should go up. This will be huge for the committed professionals in the business. So, If you need any help in leveling up your real estate business to be prepared to take advantage of this market, send me a message. I'd be glad to help.